Hello Tristan, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far as well as a wonderful week. I am so sorry to hear that you cannot make it to today's in-person lesson, but don't worry, Miss A is here to give you your virtual lesson for this week. Alrighty, so last time it was also a recorded lesson, and so I went over what was our homework, okay? So we went over on the last video how lightly row sounded. So I'm not gonna play lightly row this time, but I still want you to practice lightly row because you're gonna play this for me when you come back. And our next homework song was Forest Song, okay? And what we did learn was about the half rest and the whole rest. So the half rest, as a quick reminder, is a rest that is 2 seconds of silence, okay? So it's quiet for 2 seconds. It's above the third line on the staff. And then we're learning the whole rest. The whole rest is 4 seconds of silence, and usually it's for a whole measure, a whole entire measure, and it's on underneath the 4th line. Another way to remember it is a half rest looks like a top hat, and then a whole rest looks like an upside down top hat, okay? All right, let's go play Forest Song. Keep in mind of the staccato here, so popping, right? And then you've got right over here a lot of shifting. So keep that in mind where we are shifting, as well as the 8VA right down here, okay? Alrighty, I'll play this for us, and I also played this on the other video as well. So I'll play this song a little bit faster. Let me move our camera just like this, okay? From the very beginning. Very good. That was Forest Song. Hopefully we were able to practice that at home. Let's flip our page and go to our second homework song, No Moon Tonight. Super easy, super simple, okay? So our right hand fingering position is going to be on A, and then our left hand positioning, I'll move this camera again. I'm always moving this camera, oh my goodness. I'll move it more this way. It's going to be here on middle C, making sure we could still see my hands. Good. Our left hand first finger is going to be here on C. Let's put it all together, okay? So it's a slow song. Very good. That was our homework for No Moon Tonight. That's how it sounded. Let's move on and let's go to Grumpy Old Troll, okay? Our positioning is going to be the C5 finger scale. Okay. So our 4th finger in our right hand is going to go on F, and our 1st and 4th finger are going to go right here on G and on D. So keep that in mind, okay? Don't forget some of the staccato in there. And then don't forget our notes here, which is we're going to go 2 octaves even lower. So instead of doing the 8VA, it's going to be the 15MA, which is 2 octaves below. Okay, let's put it all together. Very good. That was our homework, Grumpy Old Troll. Very good. Okay, let's move on. Now this is we're learning some new things, okay? And so now we're learning something called a sharp. Okay, so the sharps are now the black keys. We've been only using white keys lately in the book, but now we're going to start using the black keys. Okay, so the black keys are half steps up from the key before it. Okay, and so what that means is right here, if we play C, middle C is a white key. But if I say I want to play a C sharp is going to be the black key right next to it. It is one half step above. So it's going to be the nearest black key, which is this one. Okay, this is C sharp right here. Same thing. If I'm playing the regular D key, D is a white key. But if I'm asking for D sharp, it's going to be the nearest black key, which is D sharp. Okay, now there are some keys on the piano that do not have a black key right next to it, okay? And one of them is B. If you look right next to the B white key is the white key of C. Is there a black key in between? No. So if someone asks, can you play regular B, you're gonna play this note. If they ask you to play a B sharp, it's actually going to be the white key right next to it, which is C. So even though this is C, it is also considered B sharp if they ask you to play a B sharp. Okay, so keep that in mind. So a little quiz, I'll ask you a question. Can you locate for me a G sharp? I'll give you the answer. This is your G sharp because this is your regular white key. This is your G sharp. It is a half step up. Okay, can you find me an A sharp? A sharp is going to be right here. Right here. Okay? Because if this is your A sharp is going to be half step up, the black key right next to it, which is this one. That one right there. Very, very good. Okay. And a lot to remember, okay? So now we just learned about sharps, how they are half steps, and they're usually the one key right next to, the one black key right next to the regular white key. If there is no black key in the middle, it is just the white key right next to it, okay? So that'll work for B as well as E and E sharp. Keep that in mind, okay? I will ask you a question about that later. There is a rule for the sharps now. A sharp will carry throughout an entire measure, but it will not go past a bar line. So that means, let's look at this example right here. They're asking you to play what kind of sharp? An F sharp. But over here, it's the same note. It's an F, but it doesn't have a sharp. The rule is for sharps that if it's in the same measure, that note is the same measure, the note that has a sharp on it, it will carry on to the next note in the measure that may not have a sharp in it as well. Okay, it might not be written, but that means it's still F sharp. So right here, this is an F sharp. Since these two notes are in the same measure, this will also be an F sharp. Now, you're wondering, why does the next measure have an F sharp? Is because the F sharp can only stay, the sharp can only stay within its measure, okay? So it cannot go and carry on over to the entire song. So it can only go once every measure. So that's why it has to be rewritten again for the next measure. So keep that in mind, okay? So let's figure out our positioning. Our left hand is going to go on C right down here. Let me see if we can see my hands. Yep. Our left hand's going to go right here. And then our right hand is going to go up here on this C. Now, let's read through these notes. Let's look at measure 1 and measure 2. Let's just play measure 1. And then you've got measure 2. 2 wants you to play what note? It is an F sharp. You're going to play the F sharp for a half note. Now, look at the next note in that measure. It does not have a sharp. Does that mean it is F sharp? Correct. It will still be F sharp, so you're going to play it again. Very good. Let's just play measure 1 and measure 2. Measure 1 and measure 2 together. Good. And now we are going to play with our right hand. Let's go play measure 3 and 4. There is a sharp in there as well. What sharp is that? It will be an F sharp, and you're gonna be playing it with your which finger? 4th finger. Okay, very good. Okay, let's play measure 3 and 4. Okay, good. There is a repeat sign, so you're gonna repeat that entire line. Let's go from right down here. Let's just play the rest of the song, okay? And keep in mind at the last measure, your left hand is gonna play the lowest C on the piano. Okay, put ourselves back in position. What is the sharp we are using? F sharp. Put your finger already on that F sharp so you're ready. Okay, from the beginning. Repeat. Very good. What is optional here is also a pedal, okay? So Merlin's wand is going to be part of your homework for this week, okay? Merlin's wand. Don't forget the lowest C, and you can use the pedal. Okay, let's go on to our our second homework song, okay? Our second homework song is going to be Lead on Black Horse. So there is a sharp in here. Do we see a sharp? Yes, we see a few sharps. What sharp is that? Can you tell me? It's going to be a G sharp, and we're going to be playing that with our 3rd finger, so keep that in mind. Remember, look in here. There's G sharp written in here. That means in the entire measure, all of these G's will be G sharp, okay? Keep that in mind. Okay, let's figure out our position. Our 2nd finger is going to be right here on A. And then our 1st finger in our right hand is going to be on middle C. Okay, I'll play this song for us. Don't forget the staccato. I'll play it slowly. Very good. That was Lead on Black Horse. I suggest putting your 3rd finger already on the G sharp when you play, so you're already ready for it, okay? Anyways, Tristan, my friend, since we did learn a lot today, we still have to practice our homework songs from the past. So keep practicing Lightly Row, Forest Song, No Moon Tonight, and Grumpy Old Troll. You've also got to practice Merlin's Wand with the sharps and Lead on Black Horse with the sharps. I'm gonna give us only 2 songs for homework because learning the sharps and getting used to them was a little bit tricky. Okay, so you've got 2 extra homework songs to work on top of all the other songs that we've had to do for the past. Okay, alrighty, great job today, Tristan. I hope to see you next time. Alrighty, bye bye.